Hi, and welcome to this sales page. My name is Demetrius, and I'm going to be your coach and mentor in Meelo app empire. Basically, the story is this. 12 years ago, I tried to create an app for the App Store. I couldn't really get it to work. I didn't have the right tools back then. And then fast forward to 2025, and we've got AI helping us build anything that we want online. However, many months of me trying to figure out how I can create the easiest way, the easiest path into getting into the App Store and actually creating my first apps on there, where we know that every buyer is actually on the App Store buying apps or using free paid apps, or you probably used apps, you probably paid for apps. Well, what if you could be on this premium platform yourself in the next 12 minutes after you get inside Meelo app empire? No, I'm not kidding you. It would take you about maybe 12 minutes to have a finished app based on an idea that you might have. And I've got everything shared inside Meelo app empire. Basically, I take you through the steps of actually getting an idea. We actually do it together. You see the actual step-by-step process of how I was able to generate an idea into an app and then push it over into the App Store, get it approved, and start selling. And one of the apps that we have, and you can check out on this sales page, is actually built from the training that I have inside Meelo app empire. Now, why did I create this course? Well, first of all, I wanted to find a method, an easy method to get on the App Store, or maybe even Google Play. But the problem was, after creating the app using your idea or AI helping you build it, the idea of putting it into the App Store needs a couple of things. You need to know coding, and then you need to test it, and you need to figure out how it's going to be approved by Apple, because it needs specific outputs of the code. And the same thing goes with the Google Play. Like, basically, I went through a whole lot of process trying to figure out the easiest method that we could get from idea to an app to a published form where it's going to be selling. Okay, either on the App Store or either on Google Play. It's up to you. But the thing is that this works. And the fact is that I put a lot of work inside to make it as easy as possible, but with a lot of tools to help you actually set up for the future, because this is a new income source unlocked. This is going to be your new passive income if you take this seriously. But what I have inside is a step-by-step process to make things easier, from the idea to creating the app into pushing it to the App Store. Everything is done seamless by just clicking a couple of buttons. I made it for the very newbie. You don't need any code experience. Zero coding requirement in this. All you need to do is talk to the AI. AI will help you. At the same time, my steps and strategies and the platforms that I'm using will actually get your app into a working app, selling app, helping people online from your idea, or maybe even a blueprint, or from the prompts that I have. I've got many bonuses under this sales page you can check out. Let me show you inside Meelo app empire. Once you're inside your Meelo app empire training, you're going to go through the steps of how you're going to be setting up your first app and pushing it over to the App Store. Now, each training has a video and also guides and also apps that you're going to be using for your training. The platform that you're going to be using and following my training will help you build from idea to the actual App Store, and it will give you all the tools that you need to actually push it over instantly over to the App Store or Google Play. This is not based on theory. This is based on real results that I just started my career with, creating apps for the App Store. And this is the second app that I've created, and I have many more that I'm actually uploading as we speak. Okay, so that's what you're going to be going through. You're going to be going through all the training that I have inside, but it's going to be as easy for anybody to be able to follow the steps that I'm showing you through my videos, through the app software that I have inside, and just the fact that apps that I put online started selling. You're going to learn the exact strategy that I was able to put it online and start making money, getting traffic, and everything else included. This is Meelo app empire. Meelo means apple in Greek. I played around with the name because I am Greek, and I wanted to make sure that you understand that this is a serious project focusing on the App Store approval process and getting your first app on there, even if you've never coded before. From games to utilities to fitness apps to any kind of app that you want, you can put it online right now using my strategies and training. Thank you so much for being here. Check out the sales page and scroll down below and check out what my offering is to you. Everything on this page is transparent, from real results based on my own results, and plus my better users have been seeing results as well and posting their first app and putting it on the App Store. Now imagine you being able to go to your family and be proud about the fact that you were able to put an app on the App Store that they can download or even purchase, or whatever you want to do with it. It's your business. Other than that, Thank you so much for being here. Check out the sales page, and I'll talk to you inside Meelo App Empire. Hi, and welcome to this demo for Meelo App Empire. Basically, I'm showing you exactly what you're getting once you get inside the training. You're going to go through all these modules that I have for you. Okay, they're not a lot, but they're perfect because every single video and information I have inside, and plus software tools that you can use for free to help you build your first app instantly. You can build an app in 12 minutes tops. That's basic app that you can actually put on the App Store. My system pushes it from the idea to the app creation into the App Store. I show you every single step of the way. One of the products that I've actually created is on the App Store and is actually selling is part of your training. You're going to see it from beginning to end. So the idea here is that you're going to be coming into this course with zero knowledge on coding or any kind of knowledge or technical knowledge. You're going to go through my training, and by the end of this, you're going to be able to create your first app and put it on the App Store or even Google Play. I'm going to put one objection here for people that are wondering about the membership for the Apple Store. Every almost country is available. You can check this sales page to see everything. However, you can also get in for free. You don't have to pay for that month, the yearly membership, until you have your apps approved and if you're ready to put them on the App Store. That's your decision. But my system works. So once you get your app approved and you've enrolled in the membership for Apple and you are ready to submit to the App Store because they've been approved and they're ready, then you can pay for the membership site. So it's a win-win because once they're approved, then you can see it works and you can push it over. So you're going to get all this beautiful training with all these beautiful bonuses that you're seeing on this page. These bonuses are actually created from me to help you with your journey, from prompts, templates, to screenshot App Store creation tools, to everything that you need to list your first app right after you're done with your training. I'll talk to you inside Meelo App Empire. My name is Demetrius, and I'm going to be your coach and mentor in this amazing course teaching you how to build apps from an idea into one of the premium platforms online called the Apple Store. Talk to you soon.
Hey now, it's JK with you here, and I've got something really, really amazing to share with you. This is called Meelo App Empire, and this is a way that you can create an app without knowing any code, without using a developer, anything like that, and actually get it pushed over here. This is my app. It's called The Weather. It's meant to be spelled incorrectly, don't worry. It's called The Weather. It's over here inside of App Store Connect. I am now able to push this app out into the App Store. I just need to fill in a few back-end details. Like one thing I have to do is just set up a quick little .com website so that if someone wants to know more about it, they can go to the website and learn more. Little itty-bitty little pieces of information like that Apple needs to go and hit this out to the App Store. This has all been done by AI. I have literally not even touched my keyboard in creating this app. I've done it all through just explaining what I want into my microphone. I mean, you can use a keyboard if you wanted to, but I did it all by just explaining into my microphone the idea I had for an app. I did this entirely by following the Meelo App Empire outline. This is the actual back end of the course here that you can pick up for $27. And this course is going to explain to you step by step, and you're going to see over the shoulder through a case study, how Demetrius went and launched and created his own app, which is now actually live in the App Store and selling for 99 cents per download. Now you'll see here the progress says 16%. It's because I forgot to click on that little mark as done or mark as finished button for each of the modules here. But rest assured, I've gone through every single lesson in here. I find this to be a fascinating thing. And as a skill, I mean, like, I don't really talk much about selling to local businesses or selling to brick and mortar companies or anything like that. But the fact that you could help any business online, any sort of local business that you might know, get an app into the App Store, and you don't even have to know about coding or development or anything like that. The app actually, like I said, I just explained what I wanted. This app was created and then pushed over here successfully into the App Store, and now the only thing that we're waiting for here is the actual submission to go and get reviewed. Obviously, the Apple team has to go and take a look and make sure that there's nothing illicit and make sure that the app is all, up to scratch and up to code, which it is, based on how it's actually been put together with the tools that I've used. So I've gone through, like I said, all the content inside of Meelo App Empire. I've tried this out, and this is absolutely fascinating. I know the term vibe coding is very sort of I think it's being a little bit overused. It's a little bit kind of cliche, and I certainly is being abused for like people calling things vibe coding, but not really achieving anything, not really doing anything, spectacular or interesting. This is the opposite of that. I mean, if you are able to go and create an app that you can push out to either Android or Apple without touching your keyboard, without even really knowing anything about the language. Like, I don't even know what language this weather app is put together in. I'm going to show you what the app looks like in a second here. It's all been built by just me explaining the idea and then testing it out and trying it out and saying, hey, here's something I want to change, here's something I want to change, and the AI just goes and actually does everything for you. It is truly remarkable. I want to show you the app here. So this is my build out here so that we can see what it looks like here on desktop. It's called The Weather. It's meant to be a kind of a useless, fun app, which is why I chose to spell it incorrectly here. But the idea is that when you open up the app, there's no login or sign in or anything like that. It's going to tell you the weather somewhere you aren't. So it's going to give you some random place in the world and it's going to tell you the weather for there. You can go back and forth between Celsius and Fahrenheit. I can refresh here. Here's another place, Rjukan. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I apologize to any of my Norwegian viewers who might be watching this. It's 37 degrees over there. It's currently 4 p.m. local time. And if I hit on the Learn More button here, it's going to bring me over to the Wikipedia page. So this is kind of meant to be like an exploration, fun, useless kind of an app, something that you would download, maybe use on the bus or in the back of a car. It's something you might use once a day. It's something you might use, once a month or something if you're just a little bit bored. It might be something you download once, try, and then delete. I just wanted to see if this could be created entirely by AI without me doing anything. And it does work. It's really, really cool. Another thing about it is it's going to tell you, not common places. It's not going to tell you Madrid or Dublin or anything like that. It's going to intentionally try and tell you places that you may never have heard of before, so that the incentive is that you would go and click the Learn More button to go and learn more about that particular location. So it's kind of for people who maybe have like a little bit of a travel bug. They love the idea of looking at Google Maps to go and explore different parts of the world. Kind of appeals to that sort of a user. And just little stuff like as we're refreshing here, as it's warmer, the background gets more red, and as it's cooler, the background gets more cold. And it's just little stuff like that. It just works. Every time I go and fire it up here, it just works. And it's just a fun little thing that you can go and refresh multiple times. Now, as you can see, right, how do we go and monetize something like this? Because that's the goal, right? My intention with this particular app, and keep in mind, this is the first one I put together. I want to go and give this away completely for free. I'm not looking to charge anybody anything to go and use this app. It's just a free app to go and use. But here inside of Apple, which is so cool, I've never been able to say anything like that, but inside of my Apple App Store analytics, I'll be able to go and look at how many people are downloading it, what's the usage rate, and if people start to use it a lot and it's actually an app that gets a little bit of traction, well, I can just come back over here into my AI tool. I can say right into the microphone, hey, this app is being used a lot. I want to set up a rule so that every time someone does like 5 refreshes, it's going to play a video ad, and then I would just connect it to, say, my Google AdSense account or whatever advertising tool I might be using to go and monetize those views. That's all I have to do. Like, that is incredibly simple to do. And to be honest with you, I don't know like what language this app is written in. I don't know anything like that. I've just literally, in about 20 minutes, explained my idea, the app created it, and it did everything for me. It went and pushed everything over here to the Apple App Store. It went and set up and moved everything over here through this Expo account, which is for like testing flights and setting up builds and doing submissions into the App Store. Really, really like completely mind blown. I mean, this is just something that you have to try out once because it is so easy. I mean, literally, this is incredibly easy to do. And the fact that you can now, like I said, for local businesses, I don't know if you do anything with brick and mortar, maybe that's something you never considered before, but maybe there's online clients you want to talk to. Maybe you want to set up and be a freelancer and do gigs online. There's so many ways that you could turn just this skill that I've learned from inside of Meelo App Empire into some sort of a side hustle income or even a full-time income, just in terms of developing, creating, and publishing apps. Even if you don't decide to go and publish apps that you want to monetize and you want to build a brand around or anything like that, just having this skill in your back pocket, massively useful. And I think this whole idea of vibe coding, which is what we're using here, we're just using vibes to create these apps. I'm thinking of an idea and these apps are being created for me. That's the whole idea of vibe coding. The whole concept of leveraging this is absolutely huge. I can just think of an idea, and as long as it's, not an enormous app to go and develop, it's going to be able to be developed using the strategy I've learned here inside of Meelo App Empire. Now, there's a couple things to mention here. The course itself is $27. 100% worth it in my opinion, just for the amount of everything that you're going to get in here. This app over here, what I used to actually go and create the coding, I saw the tutorials and the case study that Demetrius follows here inside of Meelo App Empire. It's specifically using this tool. This tool is about $25. per month. That's going to get you more than enough credits to create an app like this, and even to create 2 simple little apps. It's a very, very cheap tool to go and use. It's something that, I mean, you can build out a website with this. You can build out a blog with this. It's a very, tech-focused vibe coding sort of AI app, and you'll learn all about it here inside of Meelo App Empire. So this was about $25 a month. If you want to go and actually publish your app to the App Store, everything that you can see that I've done so far in terms of pushing it over to the App Store, I can do all the customization here up until the point I actually go and submit it for review. All of that can be done for free. As soon as you submit this for review and you actually want your app to be live on the App Store, you have to pay $100 to Apple. That's per year. You can do as many apps as you want for that yearly annual price, but you do have to be a paid developer to actually get something on the App Store. So everything up until this point you see right here has all been done without paying a penny to Apple. The exact same can also be done with Android. So I can build out this exact same app over here. The exact same thing, I can just now push it over to Android, and the same thing applies. I can send it all over, I can develop it, I can create all the information, push it all over to Android, but as soon as I want to go and actually put it onto the Android App Store, the Google Play Store, it's going to cost me $25. And that's not a yearly price, that's a one-time price of $25 if you want to get it onto Android. So you don't have to go with Apple right away if you don't want. If you want to start off just with Android, that's fine. I'm really interested in getting into the Apple ecosystem simply because I think it'd be pretty cool to say, hey, I've developed some apps. Here's some apps that I've developed on the that you can get on the App Store. I think that's pretty cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to doing this with Apple. I have paid my $100, my annual fee to Apple so that I can be a developer, but everything I've shown you up until this point can be done without paying that $100 to Apple. So the only thing you're looking to invest in is $27 for the course to see how to actually do this, and $25 per month for all the credits you'd need to build a simple little app that you see like this. And again, you get the idea, right? This is like an exploration type of app, a fun sort of an app, and it's, kind of a useless app. It doesn't really have like a lot of, this is something you need to use every day. It's just kind of fun. It's a playful little app. It's kind of like what apps used to be. If you remember back when the Apple Store first came around, when people had like those virtual beers that you could drink and stuff like that, all that kind of stuff. I really enjoy those sorts of apps, and I think a lot of people do too. They don't want to be inundated with login here and, push reminders and all that kind of stuff. It's just a fun little app that you can go and try. Now, one thing I will point out, if we come back over here to the members area, as you can imagine, developing out apps is quite intensive. There's a lot of stuff. This is actually all the content inside of Meelo App Empire. Don't be overwhelmed, because since I've gone through all this and I've actually followed through and built out my own app that we can go and see, I want to show you right here. If I come back over to right here, this is one of the 4 bonuses I'm going to give you. So this is my own complete walkthrough. So basically every step I've gone through, I'm going to explain to you everything here inside of the Meelo App Empire. Consider this like kind of like an onboarding to kind of set you up for what it is that you're going to see, and the best way to go through this content, and the best frame of mind to be thinking about apps as you're going through this. I'm going to cover that here inside of my complete walkthrough. Obviously, I'll also talk about how I got the idea for that weather app that I just showed you. And speaking of ideas, that's going to be probably the biggest challenge with this whole thing. Don't get me wrong, it's great that you're able to leverage a tool to go and build everything for you and for publishing everything for you over to Apple. All of that is really, really cool. But coming up with the idea is going to be the struggle. So that's kind of where I wanted to focus most of my content here for my bonuses. So the first bonus I'm going to give you are my personal app ideas. Now there's 5 of these that I've sat here and brainstormed in total. One of them, as you saw, was this idea for an app called The Weather. I'm going to share with you my other app ideas here. And these are not AI generated, I didn't just go to ChatGPT and say, give me some app ideas. Let me actually show you one of them right here. This is just a simple little breakdown of an app called Book Discover. As you can see, I've hidden the rest of the content here, but the idea for this app is that this app feels like opening a book at a random page in a library that you don't belong to. You're dropped into someone else's writing with no explanation. What the app actually does, each open or refresh shows a short, isolated excerpt from a book without a title, year, or author, just enough to get a sense of the voice or the moment. If the user wants if the user wants more context, they can tap to learn more about the book or the author elsewhere. That's going to ideally bring them over to Amazon, and someone would keep it installed because it's helpful for finding new books that they want to read. But obviously, when they come over here specifically to elsewhere, which ideally would be Amazon, depending on the type of book, obviously, that's going to be your Amazon affiliate link. So this is obviously an app for readers, people who want to go and discover new things to go and read. They will see a little excerpt, a couple sentences from a book. If it's something that they're like, oh, I want to know more about that. I like that writing style. I like how the scene is introduced. They click on learn more. It'll take them through my Amazon affiliate link or through your Amazon affiliate affiliate link over to that book. And if they go and make a purchase, obviously you get a commission. But the extra cool thing is that even if they don't buy the book, because they've just clicked on your Amazon affiliate link, they are cookied for the next 24 hours. So if they go and buy anything off Amazon in the next 24 hours, you are going to get a commission on that purchase because you're the last person to have referred them. The only rule that would kind of break that is that if they click on your affiliate link and then for some reason they click on somebody else's affiliate link, obviously that would overrule yours and you wouldn't get the commission. But it's a great way to get some people cookied with your Amazon link, and also it's kind of a logical thing to do. People are going to click on that button because they want to know more about that writing style or who wrote that book or what book this is. It's a great way to get them into Amazon and therefore push them through your affiliate link. So as you can see, these are not like AI slop ideas. If you go and ask ChatGPT or Claude or Sonnet or anything like this, hey, give me some app ideas, you're going to see the ideas are not very good. ChatGPT and these AI tools, they can build the app for you. They're not so good at coming up with ideas. So that's why I wanted to give you 5 of my personal app ideas that I thought of. Now, bonus number 2 is 6 more in total of these Amazon app ideas. So just as that meant that idea that I just mentioned there for the book Discover, right? The idea was pushing someone through your Amazon link. Well, I thought, hey, that's a really cool idea. I'm going to think of more ideas that are kind of similar to that Amazon app concept. So here's 6 different ones. As you can see, I've blurred them all out here, but I wanted to leave one up to kind of give you an idea. So one thing you'll need, this is again an example of an app where we're going to give it away for free, but the intention is to get people to click on our link, which brings them through our Amazon affiliate link, and therefore we've got them cookied. So this app is about the stuff you don't think about until you're already annoyed. Things like batteries, a flashlight, basic tool, phone charger, boring items that suddenly matter at the worst time. You open the app, it shows one item plus a short line explaining when people usually realize they need it. It's not trying to scare you or sell you, it just makes you think, yeah, that would have been useful last time. People would open this when they're in a practical mood or just killing time, and it gives them a small sense of being ahead of things. So that's just one example. There's 5 or 6 total examples here for specifically apps for getting people through your Amazon link so that number 1, you're being cookied, and number 2, if they decide to purchase the thing that you've just recommended to them, obviously you can go and get your commission as well. And these are obviously concepts here for free apps. And the final thing here, bonus number 3, is that, yes, if you've been wondering, is this system here inside of Meelo App Empire, is this possible to create games that you can go and publish on the App Store? Absolutely. Yes, you are able to do that. So as a matter of fact, I wanted to give you hundreds of game app ideas. Now, this is a really sneaky kind of backhanded thing. It's a little bit gray hat, but you're going to basically have an entire list of the game mechanics, types of games that people really want to play, games that are really, really popular, that maybe people aren't even looking at or considering to create a mobile version of. This is not for you to go and rip off these game ideas. It's to go and see what are the types of mechanics, what are things really people focusing on, because you'll find oftentimes, especially with simple mobile games, the actual point of why people are playing is something very, very simple. There's only like a couple of taps that are really involved. It's all about timing more so. There's all these different mechanics, things that you want to consider when it comes down to sitting down and thinking about, hey, how do I go and create a game? Oftentimes people start thinking about really, really big ideas when in fact some of the most popular stuff is the most simple, but it takes a lot of time to master. Those are the kind of games that people really, really gravitate towards, and it gets people to pick up and play. So I'm going to give you literally hundreds of these different game app ideas. This is basically a massive vault that you can tap into, and that is also going to be exclusive for obviously customers who decide to pick up Meelo App Empire through my link. So those are my 4 bonuses. I just think that this is so, so cool. I mean, this is like nothing else I've ever seen before. The idea of creating an app, publishing it, pushing it over to Apple, and being an Apple developer, being able to check out Apple Analytics and how many people are downloading your app. I just think that that is a massively valuable skill. And that's one thing I have always focused my own personal education on, finding skills that are really useful and finding ways to make them part of my skill set. And this is definitely something. So please go and check this out. It is really, really cool. You've never seen anything like this before. And in terms of practical skills that you can use to add to your personal income, to develop a side hustle, this is really, really fantastic stuff. So definitely go check this out. It's going to end in a few days. Check down below for all the bonuses and pick up your copy. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year if you do celebrate. And I will see you all in 2026.